They told us chase fast money,
Dead money,
worship greed,
love for trading,
panic with the crowd,
modern Babylon,
build on fear.
distraction and emotional slavery,
But discipline,
patience,
wisdom, that's how you escape the system.
smart action trading.
Yeah, Jericho walls falling when my faith get louder. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit's stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live chain of fear,
market full of idols.
I just walk with vision clear,
Planting seeds of silence.
while they chase attention.
Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention. Used to chase every candlelight and move of salvation. Lost inside the noise, trapped in desperation. Babylon system got the masses moving blind. Over leveraged souls getting swallowed by the grind. See the trust became mirrors showing pride and greed. Every red candle exposed what's inside of me. Had to crucify emotion, let discipline to rise. Cause my vans trading kill quicker than a thief at night. Jericho standing tall like impossible resistance. But faith make walls collapse with consistent persistence. Joshua marching even when it made no sense. The patience in the walking when you wait for confirmation. See the weak chase entrance, the wise wait calmly. Person either burst pipes or create king sharply. Now I move strategic like the shepherd with the stone. Gave me burst of giants every morning at the hope it don't fold. In the wilderness, the promise still ahead. Every loss ain't destruction. Sometimes God rebuild a traitor instead. Jericho walls falling when my faith get loud. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit's stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get them tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live chain of fear,
market full of idols.
I just walk with vision clear,
Planting seeds of silence, while they chase attention. Labor bring the harvest when you're moving intention. I seen traders worship power like a golden calf. Lose themselves chasing candles, moving way too fast. The wisdom worth more than silver and the gold. The disciplined mind worth more than what's inside your palm. Following up a lot harder when I say I had to break resistance. Sparking levels in the chains that kept protecting my decisions. Now the set of cleaner, spirit moving sharper. Every setback became fuel for moving smarter. They panic with the crowd when the headlines hit. The mood they know we're building while they left that hit. Scrapping look foolish before the rain arrives. But survivors think different when they fighting to survive. Fast seasons feeling buried underneath the pressure. The seeds gotta die before they multiply forever. That's kingdom mathematics, that's the Lord's own reaper. Patient trader eat, non-emotional trader sleep.
it's bigger than trading.
It's about mastering yourself.
Anybody can enter a trade,
You can conquer emotion.
escape Babylon,
Cycle,
move with wisdom,
build with faith.
smart action trading.
They told us chase fast money,
Dead money,
worship greed,
love for trading,
panic with the crowd,
modern Babylon,
build on fear.
distraction and emotional slavery,
But discipline,
patience,
wisdom, that's how you escape the system.
smart action trading.
Yeah, Jericho walls falling when my faith get louder. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit's stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live chain of fear,
market full of idols.
I just walk with vision clear,
Planting seeds of silence.
while they chase attention.
Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention. Used to chase every candlelight and move of salvation. Lost inside the noise, trapped in desperation. Babylon system got the masses moving blind. Over leveraged souls getting swallowed by the grind. See the trust became mirrors showing pride and greed. Every red candle exposed what's inside of me. Had to crucify emotion, let discipline to rise. Cause my vans trading kill quicker than a thief at night. Jericho standing tall like impossible resistance. But faith make walls collapse with consistent persistence. Joshua marching even when it made no sense. The patience in the walking when you wait for confirmation. See the weak chase entrance, the wise wait calmly. Person either burst pipes or create king sharply. Now I move strategic like the shepherd with the stone. Gave me burst of giants every morning at the hope it don't fold. In the wilderness, the promise still ahead. Every loss ain't destruction. destruction. Sometimes God rebuild a traitor instead.
Jericho walls following my faith loud. Used to create emotional, now my spirit's strong. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get them tested. Escaping Babylon, I can live train to fear. Market full of idols, I just walk a vision kid. Planting seeds of silence, trying to chase attention. Labor bring the harvest when you're moving intention.
I seen traders worship poverty like a golden calf. Lose themselves chasing candles, moving way too fast. The wisdom worth more than silver and the gold. The disciplined mind worth more than what's inside your palm. Following up a lot harder when I say I had to break resistance. Marking levels in the chains that kept us acting my decisions. Now they set a cleaner, spirit moving sharper. Every setback became fuel for moving smaller. They panic with the crowd when the headlines hit. I move like no one built it while they left that hit. Preparation look foolish before the rain arrives. But survivors think different when they fighting to survive. Fast seasons feeling buried underneath the pressure. The seeds gotta die before they multiply forever. That's kingdom mathematics, that's the Lord's soul reaper. Patient trader eat, non-emotional trader sleep. Yeah,
It's bigger than trading.
it's about mastering yourself.
Anybody can enter a trade.
You can conquer emotion.
Escape Babylon.
Cycle,
Move with wisdom.
build with faith.
Smart action trading.
They told us chase fast money,
Bad money.
worship greed,
Love for trading.
panic with a crowd,
Modern Babylon.
build on fear.
Distraction and emotional slavery.
But discipline,
Patience.
wisdom,
Wisdom.
that's how you escape the system.
Smart action trading.
Yeah, Jericho walls falling when my faith get louder. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit's stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live shade of fear.
market full of idols.
I just walk a vision clear.
Planting seeds of silence.
While they chase attention.
Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention. Used to chase every candlelight and move of salvation. Lost inside the noise, trapped in desperation. Babylon system got the masses moving blind. Over leveraged souls getting swallowed by the grind. See the trust became mirrors showing pride and greed. Every red candle exposed what's inside of me. Had to crucify emotion, let discipline arise. Cause my vans trading kill quicker than the thief at night. Jericho standing tall like impossible resistance. But faith make walls go after consistent persistence. Joshua marching even when it made no sense. The patience in the walking when you wait for confirmation. See the weak chase entrance, the wise wait calmly. Pressure either burst pipes or create king sharply. Now I move strategic like the shepherd with the stone. David burst the giants every morning at the open fold. In the wilderness, the promise still ahead. Every loss ain't destruction.
The information shared during this live stream is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. All trades, ideas, and strategies discussed are my personal opinions and are not recommendations to buy or sell any securities. Trading involves risk, and you should always do your own research and consult with a licensed financial professional before.
Top of the morning, traders, and happy Monday, August 17th, and welcome to the most value packed live trader show, where we live trade, break down charts, cover high impact events, and talk trader mindset. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend and is ready to kick off another opportunity filled week. This week we don't have a lot of major economic catalysts, but again, going into today, no major economic catalysts, so I'm anticipating a little bit of choppy activity. But the main thing is, guys, stick to your plan. All the adjustments you got to make from the weekend until today, apply today. So again, make sure to be patient, make sure to trade your trades, make sure to manage risk accordingly. If you're looking to join us for the delay-free ad-free stream, make sure to do so. The link is pinned in the description, link is pinned in the chat. Take advantage if you're looking to get Shockwave 15. A lot of you did reach out to me if you're looking to get that. That's also pinned in the chat as well. All right, let's look to take advantage of the best opportunities today. Let's trade safe, let's trade smart, and let's look to dominate. Okay, and what happened last week, guys, stays in last week. So we have to prove ourselves once again. It's a new week. What happened last week was the best week of your life, worst week of your life. It's a new week, it's a new day, it's a new session. All right, so we have to be as present. We want to be as present as possible. So first things first, can we get below that 776.03? If we do have some continued selling from that 9 o'clock candle trickling into the open, right off the open, we are seeing some strength in Palantir, a little bit of strength. Qs are starting to push the upside. So Qs are getting fuel off of that nice little support territory that we discussed. Dow's testing that weekly downside breaker. So let's see if the Dow has any luck with that test, that weekly downside breaker. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone on YouTube. Good morning. Apple starting to push. Nvidia starting to push. The things that take place during the first minute, all right, not touching anything, all right. The action is so volatile during the first minute. It's basically just a guessing game. Okay, so there's no real edge during the first minute because it's so volatile. So let's see what takes place here. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Swings, Palantir starting to push. Palantir above 175. I want to see Palantir can hold that 175. As you're coming in on YouTube, let's get the likes up. Let's get the 100 likes before 10:30. We will do the giveaway. If you're a first-time viewer, make sure to like, subscribe. Long-time viewers, make sure you're subscribed already. Okay, over 70% of the people watching, tuning in every single day, are not subscribed to the channel. Okay, so if you haven't already, make sure to do so. Make sure to do so. All right, so we are seeing some mixed activity. Microsoft pushing. Microsoft, by this week, Microsoft should be making a big move. Okay, so it is in a critical area. SPY looking to put some pressure on that PML. See what kind of response we get between that PML and that weekly open. Okay. Nice little zone there. We have that daily downside breaker right here. Does anyone have any swings from Friday? Amazon falling off a cliff. Let that 5-minute candle close. We got Shockwave 5 coming up. Look at that nasty wick on Palantir. Down goes Meta. Now, see if synchronized selling in this case, guys, would be 3 of the Qs, SPY. All right, possibly breaking below that pre-market low simultaneously and holding below that level. Okay, that can be some form of synchronized selling here. All right, but just be mindful of that pre-market low trap. Sometimes that does take place. We are directional on the hourly. So the sell-off that we did see take place at 9 is continuing. Okay, it's continuing. So now there's a nice little key zone we can use for potential test, retrace, reject, or reclaim. I want to see if the Dow can join us to that PML. And we're starting to see a little bit of strength in the Dow. So in the Dow had the most amount of relative weakness coming in, and the Qs had the most amount of relative strength, and that's kind of getting flipped on its head during the first couple minutes off the open. Alphabet sliding to the downside aggressively, so is Meta. We're seeing Amazon sliding as well. Let the respective fives close. We're seeing SpaceX. SpaceX continues to push the upside. SpaceX possibly wants to come and test that 145 today. We got semis pushing here. We got memory pushing as well. We got Walmart pushing to the upside. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Amazon swing puts, beautiful. That's a nice little drop off the open. Shockwave 5. If we get synchronized selling across SPY and the Qs, all right. If the Qs can hold below PML, SPY can do the same thing. Shockwave 5. I'm looking at the 775s right out the gate. This can be retraced, reject into that daily downside breaker. Okay. Meta sliding. We have room at that daily downside breaker here. 775.43. See if the Qs can join the party. I like how the Dow's starting to sell off here as well. So this is Friday's lows, guys. We're headed towards Friday's lows. So we fall below the zone. So as SPY's below pre-market low, Meta's below pre-market low. We got Tesla below pre-market low. See if the Qs can join us in this pursuit of pre-market low and beyond. For Shockwave 5, that daily downside breaker needs to hold. We have room into 775. Synchronized selling will be great in this case. See if you can stay below 775.72. Okay, that is a key level. We have to respect that level. Respect it, respect it, respect it. Qs did not knock out pre-market low, so it looks like SPY is the only one that got below pre-market low. SPY is the only one that's below pre-market low. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone on YouTube. Good morning, good morning. Let's get caught up on the chat on YouTube. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, D. Good morning, Sid. Good morning, Vanus. Good morning, Sharky. Good morning, Poman. Good morning, 8213. I'm not sure how to pronounce the username, so we'll go with the number. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. The Qs are pushing, guys. Qs are pushing. Dow's weak. So let's see if at least the Dow can get below pre-market low and the Qs can reject out VWAP. As SPY tries to pursue those lows. If the Qs reject off VWAP, Dow breaks below pre-market low, Shockwave 5 into lows a day can possibly present an opportunity targeting 775. And that's going to be for the puts. Okay, possible potential. We are seeing buyers coming in here. We just want that buying to get absorbed. And a sign of absorption would be Dow sells off below pre-market low, Qs reject off that VWAP. If Qs get above VWAP, Dow stays above pre-market low, that can possibly lead us back into that VWAP on SPY. So 775.93 would be critical here. 775.93 test would be critical. From a wave standpoint, all right, we're technically waving to the downside. See if we can fall back under that Shockwave 5. I like how the Qs are rejecting. I like how the Qs are rejecting off that VWAP. I like how the Dow's headed towards VWAP. It's going to be a very, very tight window here into lows a day. All right, so I have to target 775. So in this case, I'm looking to buy high, sell higher. Okay, betting on the daily downside breaker. No buyers to sweep us below daily downside breaker. Small caps, keep a close eye on small caps. Lows a day are 303.61. Small caps, ticker symbol IWM. If you're waiting for 15, continue to wait. No signal yet via 5. I know a lot of you have been DMing me about 5, about 30, about an hour. Right, they're not available yet, guys. The only thing available is 15. They'll be available very, very soon. Okay, putting the finishing touches on all the tools and indicators, guys, and will be available to you very, very soon. So I like how the Qs are projecting off that VWAP. Okay. So you get that break below 775.54. We do have some weakness on the hourly. I like how the Qs are pushing lower. I want the Qs to slice and dice through VWAP. Slice and dice through that PML. I like how SPY is coming in here. The biggest danger here is we're buying at the very lows, right? So you're, in this case, if you flip the logic upside down, you're basically from a contract standpoint, you're buying the contracts high, looking to sell higher. You're not buying low, selling high. Okay, I want to see the Qs get below VWAP. Now the Dow's starting to push. The Dow can push as long as it doesn't get above that weekly downside breaker. We'll be good to go. I'm looking at the 775 puts here on SPY. I want us to get below that red line. So we're seeing Apple continue to sell off. Hold below right there. Hold it right there. I like how the Qs are dropping. See if you get that close. I like how the Qs are dropping aggressively. You have room into lows a day, 775. Risk can be conservative or aggressive. I'm still waiting. We're waiting for a trigger. Be mindful of that double bottom. See if the Qs can hold. Hold PML. Okay, I'll take SPY right there. I'll take the puts. into lows a day. Risk is right there. No close above this territory. So very close to lows a day. I'll shoot my shot though. Very tight leash. All right, don't have a lot of room to the downside. So I need the cues to show that weakness. My stop is conservative. No close above that territory there. See if the cues can start to get that buying absorbed. We're seeing buyer step in here. Hold below that daily downside breaker. Head towards 775. That would be great. Okay. Buyers are trying because they might try to want to sweep that. If they sweep that daily downside breaker and get above here, then I'm out of there. I'm not going to sit through this all the way for the sweep. Okay. So currently in the 775 puts, down about 12%, 10%. Qs are strong here. Qs are strong. So I want the Dow to be weak now. And I want SPY to knock out that 775.32. There we go. Print low a day and close below low a day as we head towards this major zone down here. Okay. So currently in the SPY puts here. See if we get that nice little break. Buyers are refusing. Qs are starting to bounce. Qs preferably stay below VWAP. All right. Qs preferably stay below VWAP. If this thing gets above that level, they want to just sweep that and go the other way. I'm going to be stopped out. So no close above here. The indicator will automatically tell me based on my selected risk. Okay, so we are seeing some buyers in the 775.30s. See if they can get overwhelmed. Okay. Okay, let's see if that continues to push lower. They're trying. About to get stopped here. About to get stopped. If we hit that close above, I'll get stopped. Down about 20%, 22%. If I get a close above there, I'll get stopped. Okay, see if that continue to push lower. One more push lower would be great. So if you want your stop on the it hitting that price, then that's the stop. Get a close. So upwards of possibly 25% stop. That's what I'm looking at here. Down 20. You see how sticky it is, guys? You see how sticky it is? How back and forth it is already. So it's very telling. It's very telling. All right. It's gonna be choppy. So again, on Mondays, you want to use less size. All right. Fridays and Mondays, use less size. Get a feel for the action. Okay. See if we can drop now. Still in the position, no change. Okay, is this enough to knock out these lows? All right. Okay, we need to knock out these lows. My final destination is 775. Okay, 775 is my target. I want to see the Qs get below VWAP. If you're on Shockwave 15 cap, okay, Shockwave 15 cap, that's coming up. This thing is chopping around, guys. Something has to give. So either it gets stopped out here or it works out to 775. Right now we're just chopping in this nice little range below pre-market low and Friday's low. So buyers trying to protect Friday's lows. Q's trying to protect that PML. Shockwave 15 here. Okay. So do we get a breakdown or a breakout? Put in the chat. Breakdown or breakout. Breakdown or breakout. So if we get a break, in this case, if we get a breakout, then I'll get stopped out. Some other names to pay attention to: Tesla potential. If we do get a breakout, Tesla to the upside. Keep a close eye on there. If we do get a breakdown, Amazon for that continued selling. Alphabet for the continued selling as well. Keep a close eye on those via Shockwave 15. We do have Microsoft as well, guys. Microsoft as well. Keep a close eye on Microsoft as well. Let me make a list of those names. And these are going to be the zeros. Microsoft 485s. I keep a close eye there. Okay, let's see if we get that breakdown. Give us a breakdown here. So if SPY breaks down, Microsoft and Alphabet for the breakdown as well. We have Qs. Qs get below PML. We have IWM as well. Possible breakdown. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. $100% out. A beautiful job on the Microsoft. Okay, let's see you get that break here. I want to see that break until you push lower. If you waited for Shockwave 15, wait for that signal. I'm in via Shockwave 5. Position is very close to break even here. Did get chewed up a little bit from time. Targeting 775. I want to see the Qs break down as well. Qs stay below pre-market low. Contracts are moving at a snail's pace. Look at the IV. IV's 10%. Okay, IV's 10%, so those contracts are going to move at a snail's pace. Okay. Okay, see if we can create that separation, stay below that territory. All right. That 5 minute. All right, I want to see it close below that level on the 5. We do have potential Q breakdown coming up as well. I want to see the Qs close below pre-market low. Okay. I want to see the Qs close below pre-market low. If we do get a sweep of here, guys, if it's a sweep of that pre-market low here, that daily downside breaker, what does look appealing to me to the upside is Tesla 345s. If this ends up being a trap, Tesla 345s to the upside for the calls. Okay, if this ends up being a trap, okay, my stop is the same. My stop is the same. I know time decay is going to chew those contracts, but I want to see if I can get 775. If I can, that's great. Keeping a close eye on Tesla. If this does lead to a nice break to the upside. Can they knock out those highs? Keeping a close eye on Tesla for the calls. SPY very close again, stopped out. Okay, as long as we don't close above here, I'll be more that conservative. I'll hang on to it. Stop possibly 25%. Okay, I'll close it right there. So stopped out on SPY. So gave it a chance to the downside, stopped out. So first trade of the day on SPY, stopped out. Couldn't get any follow through. We're seeing Tesla push to the upside. So again, if this is a legitimate push on SPY to the upside, looking at Tesla for that retest. For the calls, if you took Tesla, manage accordingly. Right, in this case, you want to see SPY continue to get lifted. Right, Q just refused, guys. Q just refused to move lower. I don't take Tesla. Tesla is the one that's moving, guys, to the upside. Tesla is the one that's moving and grooving. Scale out on Tesla. If you took it via Shockwave 5, if you took it via Shockwave 15, scale out. Hit your first scale out for the calls. So you notice on this trade here, my risk is here. Okay, I understand that we're very close to lows. I don't have a lot of targets that are formed. So I just have to babysit it. Give it some room. Couldn't get enough room. We don't have enough room to continue to push. Buyers are there. They buy this thing back up. Then I get stopped out. Okay. Now we're starting to see the Qs come and test that VWAP. If SPY is weak here, Microsoft to the downside. Tesla already went to the upside. Okay, see Microsoft can continue to push. I want to see Microsoft hold below that level. I want to see Microsoft hold below that level. Okay, hold below it and give me a signal. She took Microsoft already, managed accordingly. Okay, just using market context. We also have Meta, but Meta's see if Microsoft can come back with that retest. So in this case, we need SPY to work its way to the lows of the day. Okay, we need SPY to work its way to the lows of the day. And these Microsoft contracts are, you can go with the 482s or 485s. These are zeros. Be mindful of that. Okay, and but you need SPY to work its way to that lower day. Okay, so no position yet on Microsoft. Just watching, seeing if there's continued weakness, further weakness, and Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft, they already broke that level. Okay, so Microsoft already broke the major support territory. So now as Microsoft is starting to push back the upside, I want to see Microsoft fall back below that level. Okay. So resurface back to downside, Microsoft going the other way. Tesla coming for that test. It's like musical chairs. Musical chairs. Tesla coming for that test. Tesla resurface. Tesla resurface. If you can resurface Tesla, you got Tesla to the upside. If you can resurface, resurface means get back above that level. So I haven't been taking much of the retest or retrace rejects. I wanted to get back below the level, get above a certain level or below a certain level, and then get and resume strength back above it, or continue to have that weakness back below it. Okay, SPY not doing much, guys. SPY is going to be a chop fest. Okay, so first trade on SPY to get stopped out. Keeping a close eye on Microsoft here. And keeping a close eye on Tesla. Microsoft resurfaced back to downside. SPY lows a day, head towards 775, and that fall back under VWAP on Qs will be the ideal scenario. SPY inverse head and shoulder, hold that daily downside breaker or grab the lows of the day and immediately bounce, gravitate towards VWAP. Qs hold VWAP, resurface on Tesla to the upside. Okay, so those are the two names I'll pay attention to here, and that's gonna be predicated on what these indexes do in this territory. Look at that 5-minute, 15-minute candle on Tesla. Those two 15-minute candles, massive wicks. Get some follow through on Microsoft. Tesla's at VWAP. Let me pan over to Microsoft. Okay, indexes, guys, not giving us much action. Small caps, all right, small caps. Keep a close eye on that. Nearing a breakdown point. Small caps, I'll go with the ones. Those zeros are the 303s. Keep a close eye on the 303s. All right, just like we anticipated, guys, lots of chop, no catalyst. All right, so we're just trying to look for chop. So in this case, it's see profit, take profit, manage your risk accordingly. Okay. Okay, see if Tesla can resurface. Okay, Tesla can resurface. That'd be fantastic. Get back above those highs via shockwave 15. after paying a visit to VWAP. If it doesn't hold VWAP, continues to sell off, then I'll let it do what it needs to do. How we doing, guys? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? So far, just one trade for me. Stop out on SPY. No, the market hasn't been doing anything. Okay. Nothing so far. Intel, if it gets back at 104.67. Microsoft 100%. Good. Good morning, guys. Again, this is the kind of action we anticipated. So again, be very careful. It is a no catalyst type of day. So on these type of days, guys, it's very important that you manage risk. It's very important that you take your profits, and it's very important that you don't overtrade. You don't overdo it. Microsoft coming in. Looking at the 482.50s or the 485. See if Microsoft can hold below that level. SPY starts to slide. Give me that nice little drop, Microsoft. I want to see a nice hold below that level. SPY break below those lows. Very sluggish action here. And see if I can get Microsoft on the bid. Okay, I'm taking Microsoft puts there. I'm in the Microsoft puts. I got on the ask. A little bit of an early entry. All right, I'm in Microsoft. Risk conservative. Tried to get the bid, ended up taking the ask. And immediately down 10% due to spread. If it does start to go here, I want to see SPY work its way down to the downside. I want to see Microsoft get to lows a day. I want to see Microsoft get to lows of day. Microsoft continue to break down. That would be great. SPY continue to pursue that 775. That would be great. That would be favorable. See Microsoft can start to go here. Okay. Target and lows a day on Microsoft. Okay. I'll try to sell the ask in this case then. Okay. So at the highest point, see if I can get that sell when I get to double digits. All right. If we get double digits, okay. Microsoft, I'm pursuing low a day, guys. I'm pursuing low a day on Microsoft. Second trade of the day, up 8%. If you need to TP. Be mindful of that double bottom. SPY headed towards low of the day. That'd be great. Up 18%. I'm going to sell at the ask right here on Microsoft at 25%. Holding runners. Okay, fill at the ask 25%. Holding runners here on Microsoft. Okay, now runners, I want to see us hold below low a day. There we go. And continue to push. Microsoft up 31%. Good. Stay below those lows. And now SPY starts to dump here. Head towards 775. Microsoft is going to be good to go. Microsoft up 44%, 47%, 50%. Just like that, team. Okay, just like that, team. 50%. Microsoft. Who took Microsoft? Dollar signs in the chat. That's your 50% there. In conditions like this. If I get it closed back over that green line, I'll close up Microsoft. It's very, very choppy, guys. All right. Okay, so see profit, take profit. I took my 25 off already. Now we did see 50 on these runners. See there's a little more left. We need SPY to head towards 775. SPY starts to course correct and bounce, head towards that weaker downside breaker or down downside breaker. Microsoft could possibly wick back up. I'll leave runners at break even here on Microsoft. Okay, so break even meaning right here. So we did see upwards of 50%, guys. That's the 50% trade. If you're looking for it, there it is. Okay. So 50% in less than 5 minutes. That's your room to operate. Okay. I want to see SPY push lower. Not interested in taking SPY here. See, Microsoft can knock out that 484.15. Here's Microsoft. Okay. Take a majority off right there at 25. So I wanted Microsoft to stay below 485. Up 47% here on Microsoft. And we know bigger picture thinking, guys. Microsoft has that weakness. It's a matter of can it continue to sell off on this stretch. Okay, up 41. And do we have our SAT retrace? Yeah, there we go. Okay, SAT retrace. Okay, I'm going to use this here. No close above this here. All right, maybe walk away with 15 to 20, 10 to 15%. That'll be our stop. Okay, of profit. All right, so risking the runner 50% for something more into TP1 and beyond. If this does turn into a sell-off on SPY into 775. All right, so my risk is going to be to here. Stay below 485. Okay. Because SPY is coming into this territory where it can't bounce, I'm going to monitor this hourly candle. So don't forget, we get stopped out on SPY first. All right, so we find something else on Microsoft. Works out beautifully. No hold above 485. SPY starting to bounce. I want to see a rejection off that level. That's how quickly things can change. I want to see SPY reject off of that. I want to see Microsoft reject off of this as well. For lower lows. SPY is bouncing on 475. We know that bounce is to be expected. At this point, that's going to be, if you did take SPY to the downside, that's your target. What else is brewing? So if SPY gets below 775, continues to sell off, look for Google to the downside. Okay, I'll babysit this Microsoft position here. Okay, that's how we do it, team. That's how we do it. I want to see us knock out that 484.16 right here. If we can knock that out in the next minute, that'd be great. I want to see SPY hold below 7 out of 75. I like how the Qs are headed back towards pre-market low. Who's holding runners? After taking the majority, make sure you pay the trader. Only risk a small amount if you're looking to get a bigger move. So I don't want to close above that 485. SPY is starting to catch a bid off that 775. Still Microsoft runners here. Okay, so 50% is what it gave. Get back below 485. If it gets back above it, probably get stopped out very close to break even. But I'm going to give it a little time. I'll give it a buffer around break even. See if it gets back under it. If it gets back above it and SPY has a legitimate bounce off that 775, then Microsoft wants to go maybe to that 20. Okay, I'll close on Microsoft right there at break even. Okay, so runners did see upwards of 50. We took a majority off at the lows of the day. I wanted to see if I can get it all the way to that TP1 or scale out and eventually stopped out there. Okay, so Microsoft, good trade on Microsoft. Those contracts are very, very volatile. Right, so if you took the 50, good, good, good. If you took 20, 30, whatever you took, good, good, good. Microsoft is going to require SPY to break below that territory. That's 775. Okay, Microsoft actually coming back into play now. It loves to do that. It did that all week last week. If you took Shockwave, Scalp, SPY, Scalp for SPY. Okay, of course it shakes me out and decides to go. Now, if you're gonna catch the whole piece of a potential runner, all right, you probably have to just risk the entire runner, or that's probably going to be the best way, all right. Especially in this season, take a majority off, and then just let the runner. If it's break even, more than likely the runner will you get stopped out on the runner. Okay. Again, guys, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. Outside of that, no other trades, guys. No other trades outside of Microsoft that are available. SPY, okay, SPY is starting to break down as well. So we did take our first trade here on SPY, stopped out for 20+%, and then we engaged Microsoft. Microsoft did offer actually a double dip there. If SPY gets south of 775, okay, Google is on the verge of breaking. All right, the breakdown actually came here. The reason why it's very difficult to short here, guys, on SPY is because here we're testing this major support, resistance. We break out. Has this resistance now become an area where the buyers want to protect because they fought so hard to get price above this territory. All right, so let this be support prior to going short. Okay, and once it clears the support, okay, then you can adopt a short. All right, so we talked about this in detail with our team this morning. All right, so that's where we are. So 775 represents the early stages of coming to this very thin zone, slightly under this test zone. Microsoft this morning, we talked about Microsoft is brewing for a big move. We just got a small piece of that move. You can see if you took it right off the open. Okay, via Shockwave 5. Okay, there you go. Microsoft breaks down, starting to go. Now Microsoft has some room to drop. Is it going to get here in one swift move with zeros? If you want to trade this, you're going to be able to sit through the back and forth. I've taken some profits. Maybe go Wednesday. All right. Okay, so Microsoft does have some room to continue to drop. But every one of those without dead cat bounces, okay, with zeros are very volatile. All right, so the Dow's going the opposite way. Qs are starting to break down. SPY already broke down. If you took Shockwave 15 here, okay, beautiful job. If you took Shockwave 5, stopped out. This is the first signal you get from Shockwave 15. Okay, let me close out Shockwave 5 here. And treat it as a scalp, okay? Treat it as a scalp. The objective at the beginning of the week is build yourself a cushion. Okay. Amazon and Google. If SPY gets below that 775 and makes another drop to the downside, Amazon to the downside could come into play. Amazon, you're looking at the 260s. Okay, those are great for small account, nice spreads. And Google, ticker symbol GOOGL. You're looking at the 340, 250s. Those are also zeros. Okay, if you don't trade zeros, go further data. Take the proper contract that fits the things you like to do. But we need the breakdown to take place. Okay. All right, so this is to be expected, guys. This is to be expected. This type of action is to be expected. Downward compression. See, you get that push back up. This is to be expected. If we start to push to the upside, I got Tesla for that resurface. Okay. I got Tesla for the resurface. No problem. If we start to push, Palantir is starting to push as well. So keep a close eye on Palantir for the calls. All right. Palantir is starting to wake up. All out Microsoft 15%. Good, good, good. First 30 minutes, 40 minutes of the day, guys, is in the books. Make sure to like the video. We have 150 people joining us this morning. Let us know where you're joining us from. Let us know if you took any trades. IW, I'm going the other way. All right, so okay, item is breaking out. Thank you for the heads up. Someone give us a heads up there. Dan, thank you for the heads up. IW going the other way. So you can see the indexes also. Palantir going as well. Palantir back about 175. Let's see if I can find Palantir. Palantir are going to be the Friday contracts. Got 21st. The 180s, I'll keep a close eye on that. Okay, so we're still just chopping around the indexes, guys. I know we're getting these breaks. These are scalps. From this morning, we talked about how you want to see profit, take profit, treat everything as a scalp. Okay. See Palantir can hold. We've been seeing Palantir having an inverse meta, also looking to break down if we get a leg lower. We've been seeing Palantir have an inverse relationship recently, all right, with the indexes. So maybe that breakdown, that further breakdown on SPY can be favorable for Palantir. Okay. And for those entries, wait for that confirmation, guys. Because they're trapping a lot of traps. They're setting a lot of traps. Nvidia, just the problem with Nvidia is a lot of traffic in this territory, a lot of chop back and forth. I'm keeping a close eye on Palantir here. It is above PMH. It is above 775. We have a new hourly candle that came in at 10 o'clock that we're inside of. If we break below 480, that's Microsoft. So Microsoft breaks below the 484. 25. Okay, lower down Microsoft, that'd be great. You're starting to see SPY catching a bid off of this. Okay, major resistance, turn breakout level. Just retesting that area. Okay, and that's basically between that daily downside breaker and that 775. It's very difficult to short there. If you're going to short there, it's going to be scalps. Okay, Palantir is the one that's going here. So see Palantir can start to push. If Tesla breaks down, that also does look appealing to the downside. It has a room with that daily downside breaker, 335. If it cracks below that 337.46. Okay, Microsoft possibly looking for lower day here. Amazon also potentially looking for that break. Okay, Shockwave 15 did give 2 scalps. No expansion though, so we'll go to Shockwave 30. Okay, Shockwave 30. Anyone holding Microsoft? So Microsoft is going to get the job done today. Okay. PLTR, come back for that test. PLTR, come back for that test. Amazon, looking like it wants to break down as well. Amazon, look at it, it's on the verge of that break. Has some room to push the downside. We have also what's flirting with those lows. Google is smack dab in the middle of sticky. All right, so it can give us some issues, bigger picture. Meta, we know where Meta is in the 580s. Palantir, come back for that retest. Palantir starting to push back up. Okay, I like Palantir here, but it has some momentum in this last hourly candle. See who wants to pursue some of Friday's highs. Okay, see who wants to reach for the skies. And that area, Palantir, come back to that Shockwave 15 test. That would be great if you took Palantir. Manage accordingly. TP where you need to. The fact that SPY can start to drop, that can actually be favorable for Palantir. In recent history, we've been seeing those two names having inverse relation. But to be safe, just put some money in your back pocket, take profits. All right, start to build a cushion for the week. 14 minutes away from the conclusion of first shift. Who's done for the day? Who's done for the day? Potential candidates for breakdowns are as follows. We got Amazon. Of course, we know Microsoft already did its thing. We have Meta and we have Google for potential breakdowns. In the event that SPY does get below 775 and continues to push into this territory here. Okay, those names will likely break down if SPY comes to 775, starts to break, and then gets below 775 and pursues that weekly 50% retrace. Shockwave 15, another signal there. Okay, Shockwave 15, potential signal there brewing. Okay. Look at that trap on small caps. If you do find yourself in a trap, okay, make sure to follow your risk management protocols, guys. If you do find yourself in a trap, make sure to follow your risk management protocols. Palantir 180s, 185s. Keeping a close eye there. I want to see Palantir resurface. Be mindful these contracts do not move like zeros. I mean, they're going to take their time. But we do have the tests. Zeros are not available on Palantir. So about those contracts, when they did push the higher day, they got to 190. $1, the 185s. Okay, so about a $20, $30 appreciation per con back to highs of day on Palantir, potentially brewing. I'm looking at Palantir 185s for the calls. So you get a nice little push back up above that level. Want to see a nice little hold. So we're going to ride this back to high a day. And if SPY dumps, that's actually going to be, might be favorable. Okay, so waiting for an entry on Palantir. I want to see a resurface on Palantir with candle closure. Not looking to front run anything. Get back above that level with closure. If it just slices and dices, that's fine. They're playing a vicious, vicious game, guys. Okay. Meta on the cusp. Q's on the cusp. Palantir resurface. Tesla's starting to wake up. I have a resurface on Tesla as well for the calls if we can get back above those highs. Amazon coming in for a fresh break. So if SPY starts to rally off of these relative lows down here, back to VWAP, and Tesla gets above VWAP aggressively, okay, I can maybe bring that Tesla trade back into play for the upside. But if SPY continues to fade here, we have a couple of options. for fresh breaks. Potentially Meta, potentially Amazon, and potentially Google. So do your due diligence, guys. The market is not giving us much. So if you caught a trade already, if you caught one trade, two trades worked in your favor, that's probably as good as it gets. Okay, that's probably as good as it gets. Okay, look at the action so far, team. Look at the action so far. 10 minutes away from the conclusion of first shift. Amazon coming in. You need that decisive sell here on SPY. Get below 775 decisively. No hesitation. Keep a close eye on Amazon. You want to see SPY get below 775. Okay, double bottom on watch, on triple bottom on watch on Amazon. All right, so you got that to clear. And if you can hold below it, and SPY gets past this territory and starts to have some success back at this prior resistance or support, then Amazon can start to print. If it starts to bounce off this box here, Amazon possible bottom formation. As it does that, keeping a close eye on Palantir for the resurface. Okay, keeping a close eye on Palantir for resurface. Small caps also can come into play. Small caps, 303 puts, 1 DTEs. We have some lows a day to target. Looking at the 303s on small caps, I have that on watch. See, Amazon can hold below that level there, and SPY can slice and dice through 775. Small caps, keeping a close eye on small caps. Ticker symbol IWM. I like this one because small caps have room to drop into lows a day. Rather than going double bottom, they have room to drop into the bottom information and where that continued overall weakness across the market. So small caps, I'm looking at the 1 DTs on small caps. But we need SPY to cross this barrier. Cross that barrier. Amazon's starting to go. Okay, if you did take Amazon, manage accordingly. Treat it as a scalp. See profit, take profit. SPY starting to bounce here. So on days like this is kryptonite for shockwave. For expansion traders, this is kryptonite. For momentum traders, this is your kryptonite. Okay. Okay, see if PLTR can hold right there. I'll take PLTR. I'll take the PLTR calls here. Into highs a day. I'm on the calls. On PLTR, risk being conservative. What I want to see in this case, guys, is I want to see SPY break below 775. Okay, conservative is a risk on PLTR. So no close below conservative. I can accept the wick, but no close. Nasty candle there. These are the Friday contracts. Down goes Amazon. Down goes. See if SPY goes. Okay, SPY is starting to slide here. Q starting to slide. Amazon working nicely. It's going to come down to 775. Does 775 hold or fold? Okay, put in the chat. Does 775 hold or fold? Hands in pocket. Good, good, good. That's the best setup, guys. Okay, hands in pocket. Keep money in wallet. It's the best setup here. So treat that 775 as support by default. Palantir starting to slide, getting close to that. Getting close to conservative. I can accept a wick, no 5-minute closure. See if that 775 can hold. Currently testing 175, I should say 175 test taking place. Beautiful job, Sherman, on catching Amazon. Good, good, good. Again, guys, it's going to be those scalp opportunities, okay? Scalps are here. All right, so you have to have the ability to see profit, take profit. And you have to contain the appetite for more, right? The appetite for more can be tricky. Okay, see if SPY can continue to push lower. 775 is going to be the big number here. Microsoft starting to continue to sell off, guys. So Microsoft, further data cons, zeros and further data cons would have been the combo. So this is our third trade of the shift. All right, SPY stopped out, Microsoft worked out, and Palantir, babysitting Palantir here. Palantir calls. Currently down about 15-16%. Okay. These have a little bit of time until Friday, so they're not going to be as explosive. But nonetheless, see if they can bounce off that 175. All right, see if buyers pick Palantir off 175. So Microsoft is the one, guys. Microsoft is the one that played out nicely. The one that got it done. SPY, complete mess. Index is a complete mess. No signals on small caps. No signals on Qs, just signals on SPY. Okay. The more weak SPY is, that's actually going to be favorable for Palantir. Okay. Based on the relation we've been paying attention to. Shockwave 30 here. See if we can get below 775. That's going to be the key thing. So SPY get below 775. Palantir hold 175. That's going to be key. Okay. If SPY does break back below, if it breaks below 775 decisively, Amazon break back below that level. Google is starting to go here, guys. All right, so keep a close eye on Google. Scale out on Microsoft. Okay. So the ideas are taking place on the other side of patience. Okay. Other side of patience. Amazon resurfaced back to the downside. Google is starting to go. Nice push lower on Amazon. SPY is starting to slide. I want to see Palantir hold that level there. 775 here. Does it break? Okay, there goes Amazon. There goes Google. Everything we discussed, guys. Make sure you see profit, take profit. Palantir needs to recover here in the next couple of minutes, or else I'm going to have to close it. I don't want to see a close below conservative on the 5. Okay, and we failed to hold at 175. And then now SPY is starting to bounce off 175. Okay. Oh, 775. Okay, a lot of 7s and 5s, I know. Let's adjust that. Okay. Look at that. That's why you don't short at 775. Gotta treat us. Give a little credit to support. All right, something just works for a short period of time and it goes the other way. Meta starting to break. Palantir, I don't want to see Palantir get below 174.73. If it does, I'm going to have to part ways with this idea. Okay. Amazon testing that break level. Fresh break brewing on Meta. Okay. Okay, gotta part ways with Palantir. So Palantir stopped out. Okay, stopped out on Palantir. Amazon, nice little wick there. Apple's also potentially coming in as well. So let's break down the Palantir trade. Okay. Let's break down the Palantir trade. So Palantir took this nice, I actually took it right here. All right, this is where I took it for that resurface and just, okay, if I just waited for that to close, maybe I would have got a little more insight. Okay, would have got a better signal, but took it here, stop, right there, continue to break, then I have to let it go. Okay, I like that stop as well. All right, so everything's starting to slide here. Amazon sliding, Google sliding. SPY, complete mess. Okay, Q is a complete mess, so individual tickers are paving the way. All right, so first shift is vision in the books, guys. So 3 trades so far, 2 stop outs, 1 worked in my favor. The only thing that worked in our favor was Microsoft. So in this case, Microsoft eventually. All right, so with those runners, I think it's just the best way to approach it is once you secure majority of the profit, if you're trying to play the big idea, right? If it's at break even, it's very easy for you to get stopped out because it does tend to wick back and forth, all right? So if you put your stop at the original place and you risk the entire contract, that'll be the best way to if you're looking to catch the bigger move after securing profit only. That'd be the best way to play it. Okay, just risking the contract. That makes sense, okay? Because the entry is here. So if you have Shockwave right here, by the time Microsoft was here, it was up 50%. So this is a 100% plus trade. Okay. And SPY earlier, SPY we took SPY to the downside on the stop out. Shot my shot via Shockwave 5, and then Palantir. See if we can get one more. Get a piece of the action of one more name, and then we'll be done for the day. Okay. Who's done for the day, guys? First shift is in the books. Nothing clean. So you notice there's nothing too clean. So Meta's breaking down, Amazon breaking down, Google breaking down, Apple on the cusp. So all the names that were scheduled to break down broke down. Just took some time. Done for the day. Beautiful job, Joe. If you are getting stopped out, right, don't let this day become a day where you dig yourself in a hole and the rest of the week you're fighting to get back to break even. All right, so again, on Mondays use less size. On Mondays just try to find a couple of setups. Okay, if Tesla does wake up, I like Tesla above 341.50. Okay. Of course, that retrace reject on Google is there. That retrace reject on Amazon is there as well. That does look appealing. But if I have one shot to shoot, and Nvidia does possibly Nvidia to the upside, as everything is weak, Nvidia still holding its relative strength. Meta falling off a cliff. Okay, so I have one shot left. So I'll put it that way. One shot left. So I got to be picky where I shoot my shot. Okay. Let's get to 100 likes, guys. 100 likes to do the giveaway. Okay, we can either give away Shockwave 5, 15, 30, 60, give away a course or a coaching call. All right, so let's get to 100 likes. So we're more than capable of getting to 100 likes. We have over 150 people joining us on YouTube. All right, so if you're joining us for the first time, drop a 1. Long-time viewers, drop your 2s. OG viewers, 10 plus episode, drop your 3s. And as you do that, make sure to take a minute to like the video and make sure you subscribe to the channel. And strikers, feel free to go onto YouTube, open up the YouTube page and smash the like button as well. All right, the giveaway is for everybody. All right, so you can get access to Shockwave 5, 15, whichever one you're looking to put to use. Okay. We're about 60 likes away. Okay, 60 likes away. So we have a lot of OG viewers. We have Vanews, we have Jackson OG, Stay Humble. We have 3189 OG viewer. So how many episodes? OG viewers, how many episodes are you in, roughly? How many episodes have you watched? All right, Spy, this is what we plan for. All right, this is what we plan for this morning. Chop until proven otherwise. Individual names, when it's chop until proven otherwise, it becomes basically stock pickers market. So for those of you who trade the indexes exclusively, it becomes a no trade day. Okay. If you trade the indexes exclusively, when it's a chop until proven otherwise day, it's either you scalp, okay, or you don't trade. Five weeks straight, awesome. 40 to 50 episodes for Stay Humble. All right, so we're doing at least, now we're doing about 2 hours, but usually we're doing like 5 to 6 hours, so that's over 100 hours. Okay, so we got Nvidia, we got Tesla, possibly back the upside if, okay, the waves have flipped back the downside, all right? So you notice how the waves keep crisscrossing. Okay, let me take this off real quick. So you notice the frequency of the crisscross. Okay, crisscross, applesauce. Okay, look. Green, red, green. When it does that, it's crisscrossing too many times. That means we're basically range bound. Okay. Is this it? Interestingly enough, Tesla's going the other way. So Meta, Amazon, congratulations. 2 months now. Awesome whiz. Found you on my B-Day. 5/24, awesome. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. All right, so long-time viewers, take the next steps. Join our community. All right, join our community. And you have access to everything that's available to you. 100 likes between now and 11 o'clock, guys. We'll do the giveaway, okay? I'm looking for one more trade. It's going to come down to that Tesla resurface. Nvidia, possible. Nvidia, for the call side is Nvidia. For the call side is going to be Nvidia or Tesla. All right, so if we continue to sell off, it's just a retrace reject for the names that are already weak. Alphabet, Amazon, Microsoft might be out of reach. If Microsoft can come back into play, that'd be great. And Meta. Okay, so those are already sold off. So I'm not looking at short something that's already near the lows. I need some kind of dead cat bounce off those names. Shockwave 15 here, once again. So you can see, let's just go back to our bird's eye view. You see Microsoft, guys, from this morning? Intel remains inside. ARM breaks out and quickly folds. SoFi breaks out and quickly folds. So they're just rewarding the scalpers. Okay, because the market has nothing to move on. The market has nothing to move on. Nvidia is starting to push. I like Tesla better than Nvidia. Okay, to me the Tesla chart is a little cleaner than Nvidia. So if Tesla starts to wake up, via Shockwave 15, I like it into highs a day. Okay. Okay, so this is the idea. Okay, so I want you guys to understand this. All right, so we have names that already broke down. Okay, those trades are gone. This is their level. When SPY basically grinded lower. Okay, so you can either take these names back lower if they come into if they put in a lower high. You can fade the lower high back to the lower low. Or, as the market is relatively weak and choppy, you can look for the names that are relatively stable and very close to their break. So if we do get some kind of rally off that 775 territory, those names have a chance of getting lifted because they didn't sell off to the same extent. If that makes sense. All right, so that's what you have to choose. That's what the ideas have to be based on. Microsoft can come back into play. That would be great as well. So between now and 11:30 will be my window. Okay. And this is an environment where there's nothing to really take here. Nvidia's already there at PMH, so Nvidia action has been clean before we got to all-time highs for a couple of weeks. Now it's kind of resuming back into that choppy type of action. Okay, let's clear some drawings here. Okay. Meta has room to 575. Meta falling off a cliff. So if you took Amazon, Meta, or Alphabet, congratulations. Appreciate it. Yeah, let's get the likes up, guys. Okay, very, very choppy here. So retrace, rejects, then resurface back to downside on Alphabet, Meta, Microsoft, and Amazon. Okay, that's going to possibly give a double dip opportunity. Fresh breakdown brewing on Apple, and breakouts brewing on Nvidia and Tesla if SPY gets its act together off of this, the illustrious 775. Okay. All right, look what we got today, guys. Nothing on the economic calendar. All right, nothing there. Nothing major. All right, things start to pick up a little bit going into this week, but overall, this week is a light week. The biggest name reported earnings this week. Okay, we got Home Depot, we got Lowe's, we got some Chinese names of Walmart. So Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart. All right, a lot of the consumer. I'll take this will give us more insight than consumer sentiment. Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, and you got BJ's as well, and you got some of the the biggest Chinese companies reporting as well. You got Baba and you got Baidu. All right, so very, very light calendar. Okay, let's go back to bird's eye view real quick. Okay, so we broke below the PML. We're just hanging out in this area. So this is support until proven otherwise, guys. If we break that 775 decisively, We have room to 724.29, but until then, this is support until otherwise. Okay. At least we're headed back towards PML. All right, so we are directional on the daily on the Qs. As far as SPY, I should say, on the Qs, again, same thing, coming to this test zone, unable to create that separation. Okay, the Qs are stuck in that area. See if the Qs can at least get back above that weekly open. The Dow, okay, comes back. What does the Dow do? Comes back, bounces, retests that weaker downside break, and continues its weakness. Now it's at lows a day. What does small caps do? Small caps stuck in the mud as well. So a lot of these names are stuck in the mud. All right. What that translates to, look at Meta, guys. What that translates to, look at Amazon, Meta, Alphabet. All getting the job done. Is conditions that lead to you getting stopped out, conditions that lead to you getting frustrated. Okay. We can mark out this channel here. Does anyone see this channel? Roughly. Okay. Disney starting to break down. Mickey Mouse. Some of these names that have that higher time frame setup, you have to just keep stalking them. Right? It's because just when you give up on it, Disney actually popped back above this major resistance. I was looking for the breakdown, or if you guys recall, we're looking for that breakdown here. We said, hey, be careful of that trap, see if you can break down. Now Disney's looking to break back below there as well. Disney aggressive sell off there. So down goes Mickey Mouse. Down goes Mickey Mouse. Nvidia, see if you can hold PMH. All right, I'm gonna shoot my shot with Tesla. Tesla's gonna be my shot. Okay. And I'm going to go with 340 250s. Tesla comes into play. Okay. Let's take a look at Tesla real quick. We just need some strength, and we need SPY to bounce off that support. Okay, Tesla. See if Tesla can fuel off of this right here. So basically, something along these lines. Okay, Tesla's at this major zone. Okay, we rejected off multiple times, broke it, came back, tested it. Okay, so if Tesla can continue to push the upside, if market starts to have a little bit of strength on 775, Tesla will be my candidate to push the upside. Okay, even the push back to VWAP can be enough for Tesla. Push back to VWAP on SPY can be enough for Tesla. It doesn't need much. Qs are starting to wake up slowly on the 5. On the respective 15s, we're seeing the Qs reverse on the Qs, reverse on the Qs. Qs are putting some pressure on that weekly open. Dow's dead. All right, we got small caps bouncing off that PML. Small caps to the upside could possibly come into play. Triple top breakout. Third time being the charm. You can either go in the money or 1 DTE on small caps. In the money zeros or 1 DTE at the money small caps. Okay, if we start to wake up here. Nvidia gets the PMH, starts to fail. So to the upside is going to be between small caps and Tesla. Looking at the 340 250s on Tesla. That's going to be back into highs a day. Back into HOD. Okay. And that'll be win, lose, or draw. That'll be the last trade. All right. Okay, keep a close eye on Tesla. Apple, I mean, fresh break brewing on Apple. Apple is truly just bipolar. It can just do whatever it wants. Sometimes it goes with the market. Most times it doesn't. All right, so it's either from a technical standpoint on its own. If we just take a look at the chart on its own, shockwave brewing on Apple for a fresh break, for a fresh breakdown. Okay. Qs are trying to string together something here. My small cap traders, keep a close eye on small caps here. Just be mindful of that triple top up there. If this channel can break, that'd be great. Breakout of this channel will be favorable for Tesla. Tesla's back above that weekly open as well. Let me break down Tesla here. Tesla. So what am I looking for in Tesla? All right, there's multiple early entries on Tesla, right? But the entry I'm looking for specifically is here. Get above here in pursuit of high day. Okay? That's what I'm looking for in Tesla. Okay, you can take the daily open reclaim. You can take lots of different things, but I'm going to take it via shockwave 15. See if SPY can break out. If SPY can break out here, small cap army, keep a close eye on small caps there. SPY can break out, get above that daily downside breaker. All right. We got the flip of the wave here. Okay, we got a green light. See if we get that break. All right, we still have to be cautious of this structural flag back to downside. See if that green light can remain. Let's see if we've been green lit to push to the upside. All right. We are 8 minutes away, guys. 8 minutes away. Let's hit the like goal. We'll do the giveaway. Look at that. Look at that nasty trap there. All right. They break it and then whoosh. That's vicious. Okay, small cap still holding. Apple breaking down. I'll wait for my Tesla. Nasty 90-day rejection, daily downside breaker rejection. So the fact that we're selling off here, okay, and Tesla still pushing higher gradually is a good sign. So all we need now is some kind of pop. Any kind of pop off the lows. Does this 775 break hold? $1 million question. Okay. Does the 775 break hold? We have a new hourly candle coming in 7 minutes, guys. 30% on Meta. Beautiful job, Dan. Scalp 10% on SPY. We got Apple breaking down. All right, so even in this tricky conditions, guys, the opportunities are still there. TP1 hit by Meta, by Google. So that's the only name I hit, TP1. And Google, Alphabet, and Microsoft are the only names that hit TP1. Everything else has been a scalp. 40% QQQ calls. Beautiful job. Back to VWAP Turbo. Tremendous, tremendous, tremendous. And good TP as well. If a SPY can bounce off that 775, Tesla getting close to trigger. All right, so that's the trade I'm looking at. Retrace, reject, and resurface back and reclaim back the downside brewing on Amazon. Okay, Amazon starting to bounce. Potential dead cat bounce, fall back below that level, possibly brewing double dip opportunity on Amazon. Okay. All right. Tesla, Tesla, Tesla. Amazon, look at that. Amazon double dip. If you take that double dip off the rejection, that worked out immediately. Let me just pan over to Amazon real quick. Look at that wick. It comes into it, rejects. That's probably like 30-40% in 30 seconds. Okay. Tesla, Tesla, Tesla. I see you. Tesla, hold above that level. Give it a minute to breathe above that level. Get above 341.63. We'll take Tesla. SPY bounce off 775. That'd be great. Back that weekly, that daily downside breaker. I want to see Tesla hold above that level. Okay, and if we can, guys, I'm taking Tesla at the upside for the last trade of the day. All right, see if SPY can bounce off 775. So SPY bounce off 775. That can possibly give Tesla what it needs to get above 341.53 and beyond. Risk will be conservative here. I'm taking Tesla right there. Okay, I'm in Tesla calls. Risk conservative per usual. Okay, my risk is conservative. We have to wait for this setup here. What would be ideal, of course, is if SPY can bounce off 775. Okay, if it can try to gather itself off of this low, start to rally, that'd be great. See if that 5 minute can close. If you're waiting for 5 minute closure or shockwave signal, give it a second here. I'm already in. Okay, here's the idea. Okay. This is my room. This is my room to capitalize off of. All right, the area where I can capitalize off of. What is my stop? Down here. Okay. If you did take Tesla, manage accordingly. Strikers. If you're looking to get that 5 minute hold, you have about a minute and 41 seconds. Okay, see if you can hold that level for a minute and 41 seconds. Environmental condition, I want to see SPY. Okay, see if we can rally off of this. Okay, it made lower lows, at least get into some highs. Even if it's lower highs, that might be sufficient for Tesla, since Tesla has that relative strength. Okay. So this would be the last trade of the day. Okay. Last trade of the day. Beautiful job, Turbo. There goes SPY off 775. See if Tesla can follow. I want Tesla to get above 341. There we go, Tesla. We did take Tesla, manage accordingly. If SPY breaks out, Tesla will fly. Okay, but you can TP if you need to, if you're scalping. Okay. Do whatever you need to do, guys. Do whatever you need to do. Up 6, up 7. SPY needs to get that break. If you want Tesla to fly, what you want to see on SPY is this. Get above that daily downside breaker, head back to VWAP. Okay, that would maybe give Tesla enough fuel to fly. It can fly without it. But that would be up 13, guys, on Tesla. 12, 13. Okay, see if I can take Tesla to scale out. Okay, I want to take Tesla to scale out. And see if SPY can get that breakout. So I'll opt not to take TP at 13. If you did take TP at 13 on Tesla, good, good, good. I want to see if I can get a nice move on Tesla here. If it's giving a little more. Risk conservative. All right, so my risk is going to stay the same. Tesla coming back with that retest. I want that retest, that level to be successful. Okay, put in the chat. The SPY breakout. We got Qs going, guys. Qs are pushing. Qs are pushing. My small cap army. You did get a scalp there. If the Dow can hold that PML, we can start to push. Tesla's getting a little dicey here. Okay, that's what we like to see. We like to see Tesla start to speed up. Okay. Knock out those highs, Tesla. We'll be good to go. Up 19 on Tesla. Up 20. Okay, go candle over candle. Get above 342.18 on Tesla. Okay. Get above 342.18 on Tesla. We'll be good to go. SPY get that break. That'd be great. Okay. If this is your first trade of the day on Tesla, guys, TP. I'm going to sound like a broken record, okay? Well, you'll thank me. Okay. At the end of the week, at the end of the month. I'm holding till scale out. Okay, SPY is starting to go. See if Tesla can join. Okay, go Tesla. Okay, SPY is pushing here. Okay, up 23 on Tesla, up 26. Okay, up 25. I'll take majority off right there on Tesla at 23. Holding runners. Okay, I just want to SPY to break here, guys, into that daily downside breaker. Okay, now holding runners on Tesla. 23% TP. If SPY can now do the reclaim this and head towards VWAP, then Tesla can continue to push. Okay. All right, just using what SPY is doing to help us. Okay, getting very close to that area there, but not discounting that 23%. Runners, I'm going to keep runners at daily open. Okay, that's going to maybe be -5, maybe minus 10%, or even this inefficiencies lows. Okay. If SPY gets that break above that daily downside breaker, Tesla can really start to go, guys. Okay, so let's see if Tesla can go to the highs, and that's how you take a trade from the beginning, being patient, take the entry, take a majority off. We had one shot to shoot, and we took it on Tesla. We opt not to take Nvidia. Amazon was there for the taking for the breakdown. Alphabet was there. Meta was there. I decided to go with Palantir, got stopped out. Okay, so that's how trading should be. Okay, so let's see if Tesla can start to run here. Who took Tesla? If you took Tesla, dollar signs. That is the last trade of the day. Indexes are very, very choppy here. See if this in the next 60 seconds, guys, in the next 64 seconds, if this 5-minute candle can close a little stronger, okay, more than a doji, that would be great. And if SPY can knock out that daily downside break, what that simply means, we swept those lows. Okay, we discussed the importance of not going short here until proved otherwise. I want to emphasize this to the team this morning. Right, do not go short here until proven otherwise, because it's basically you're shorting at support. Okay, now if SPY gets the VWAP, okay, Tesla can make that move beyond at 25%. And if it gets above VWAP, then Tesla 30, 40, 50%, that's when it starts coming in. All right, so beautiful, beautiful trade on Tesla, guys. Qs are starting to join the party here as well. Okay, so now we're at VWAP. I'm going to trail Tesla to the EMA. Okay, I'm going to move my stop to the EMA. So no clear closure of that. So at least I'll walk away with something. Okay, if you need to TP, guys, Tesla's still up 20%. That's as good as it gets. Outside of that Microsoft trade that did yield 50%, that's as good as it gets. Tesla knockout at 342.34. Buyers continue to push this thing higher in the 5. And this is this the second trade on Tesla today? Do we trade Tesla twice today? It seems like a long day for some reason. We took SPY, we took Palantir, Microsoft. No, this is the first trade of Tesla. First trade of Tesla today. Okay. What I want to see here on Tesla is a flag on the 1. SPY get to VWAP. Qs are starting to go, guys. Qs are starting to go. The Dow. Okay. Okay, reversal on the hourly on SPY. If we get above that 775.76. Reversal watch on SPY. On the hourly. Okay. And just like that, we're at 11 o'clock. Okay. So 2 trades today. 2 stop outs. 2 trades working in our favor. Tesla, Microsoft for the win. Stop outs on both Microsoft, on a SPY and a Palantir. Palantir coming back into play slowly. Would have no interest. See if Tesla can start to push here. Tesla want no close below that 9. That's it. So that's going to be the break-even territory. Okay, that 9. So no close below 341.87. So I'll have it at break-even here. So it looks like Tesla was ahead of schedule in this case. Okay. All out Tesla 15%. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. And let us know you did today, guys. Let us know you did. Okay, Tesla. We'll close Tesla there. Very close to break even. Okay, so Tesla, couldn't get Tesla to go all the way up. We took our profits at 23. Gave runners a little room. But couldn't get that push into final destination. Okay. So now discounted at 23. I wanted to get all the way up there. And now Tesla's starting to push back in. So Tesla looks like it was ahead of schedule here a little bit. Okay. And that's it, guys. So just like that. So Tesla, Microsoft, nicely. Sitting right now, basically at break even. Okay. And that's the trades for today. Beautiful job, Poodle. All right, so we'll review those trades, and then we'll look to wrap it up here. So let me do this real quick. So first trade was SPY. Okay, via Shockwave 5. And those stops were good because there was no profit shown at any point. All right, so this was, of course, was very close to lows. This is the trade. This is the trade. Take the puts here. Sat through that nice little drawdown. Came back in. That wasn't enough for me to TP. All right, maybe plus single digits. I wanted to see if I get that push into 775 early. That was the objective. And then eventually get stopped out. We move over to Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft gives us that nice little break, comes back in, plays nice and plays beautifully. We take it to lows a day. Runners get stopped out as well, close to that break even territory. We did see upwards of 50%. And then we saw Microsoft take another leg lower here. And then we go over to Palantir. Okay. Palantir was a matter of entry. So Palantir here. Okay, I like to take the step side, but just maybe wait for this candle to close. All right, I do like this setup itself. I like the resurface setup. Okay, so you just can't like or dislike a setup based on if it worked or if it didn't. Because if this worked and goes to high day, and it gave that wick initially, okay, you can't say I like it based on the fact that it worked. So whether you like a setup or don't like a setup is not based on if it works or if it doesn't. It's just neutral. All right, so I get that. I take this push here, immediately starts to sell off, get stopped out right there. So Palantir, there was nothing in Palantir. And Tesla. Tesla, we had one more shot to shoot. And that was on Tesla. We decided to shoot that shot on Tesla. Market was choppy. Tesla gets that break, gets back above VWAP, and he gives a nice little push there. See profit, take profit. If I fall in love with this target to the point where my eyes are set on it and nothing else, okay, I'll walk away with nothing. I'll walk away with less than I came in with. Right, so sometimes you might have I might have a target up there. All right, and if it's not going, okay, maybe it's in your best interest to TP. That's what it has. Okay, that's what it's giving. We cannot control what the market gives. Okay, and that's basically all the trades. All right. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Just a chop fest on the indexes. Like we discussed this morning, we will do the end of stream poll here shortly before I wrap it up. If no questions, guys, if we're at 100 likes, we'll do the giveaway. If not, we'll look to wrap it up here. As always, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you found tremendous value from today's episode. Meta, let's take a look at Meta. Meta broke down beautifully. So the breakdowns were between Meta, Amazon, and Alphabet. So there's no way I can catch all those trades. All right, but I can't tell you what to trade, but I can just bring something to your attention. That's all I can do. I can just say, hey, look, there's a bird in the sky. You know, not the best analogy, but all I can say is, hey, be on the lookout. This is possibly brewing. Or I can just bring it to your attention. But what you do with the idea, that's up to you. Okay. SPY inside here. If it breaks above that 776, 76, 775, 76, then it can start to push. Meta, beautiful breakdown. Okay, so again, Shockwave will give you some clarity. That breakdown was beautiful. Google breakdown was beautiful. Okay, notice how it doesn't give you the signal here, it doesn't give it to you there. And then Amazon breakdown was also, those are the three names that broke down beautifully. What do they all have in common? What do they all have in common? Palantir is starting to push the upside. What they have in common is they don't have a lot of traffic. They have just Amazon just has that 260. Google, okay, doesn't have a lot of traffic. It just has a TP, or it tells you the indicator tells you exactly where to TP. Okay, so this is 2R. If you don't TP there, it says TP1 right there, scalar right there, and it goes the other way. Right, it's not the system's fault. Okay, and then there's minimal traffic. Why didn't I take NVIDIA versus Amazon? Why did I take NVIDIA versus Tesla? Look how much traffic there is on NVIDIA. Okay, so for me to take the calls on NVIDIA here, I'm asking for SPY to show some kind of strength, and sometimes NVIDIA doesn't even follow SPY. It does its own thing. On top of that, I'm asking for NVIDIA to bypass this key zone. Okay, so I'm asking for a lot. I'm asking NVIDIA to do a lot. Okay, and you can't ask something you don't trust to do a lot. We don't even do that in our personal lives. Okay, so if you have little trust in someone or something, you're going to ask it to do a little, if not nothing. All right, so it has to do a lot to break this and to break that as well. Therefore, let me go to Tesla. I trust Tesla. I like the Tesla. If it's going to break, it's going to go. A lot of people don't like to trade Tesla, but Tesla, if you know how to trade Tesla, if you know how to ride Tesla, it's clean. Especially, look at this. Nice runway to here. Okay, minimal traffic. And I like the resurface setups, okay? Make note of this, guys. The resurface setups that initially have that pivot, intraday pivot, and it start to break, I like to target the lows right there. When it starts to get iffy is when it's like this, intraday. When it's like this and it starts to slide back the downside, and you got to short it right there. Okay, it's like you have to decide, you have to discern if that support is going to hold, if it's going to flip, as opposed to if I'm taking the resurface back to downside here. Okay, I know the double bottom is not going to take place here. Double bottom is going to be down there, so I'm targeting that push into those lows. Okay, one other thing you can do is you can put a 50% retrace on that initial move to the upside to get a better gauge. Okay, so it's just those small adjustments. All right, so the longer you do this, the more precision it's going to require, and these small details will make a big difference 3 months from now. The details, okay, they don't make a lot of big difference day to day. You might not see the big difference, but 3 months from now, 6 months from now, it's the small details, okay, that you improve that make the exponential differences. All right, that's the difference you've been seeing on entry models as far as entry models are concerned. All right. Any questions, guys? Any questions? The cues are breaking. Okay, look at the cues. Okay, cues starting to push. SPY, don't short at support. Small caps, mess. Okay, the sticky zone very tough. Dow, mess at that 200 man hourly, 535. So the Qs are starting to push here. We're seeing a nice little spike on gold. Gold is above that 4400. VIX, okay, not doing much. Okay, now NVIDIA is starting to go. Okay, so if you want to build that trust on NVIDIA, if you want it to do a lot, the Qs need to be doing a lot. SMAs needs to be doing a lot. See if the Qs can get above that weekly downside breaker, and NVIDIA can get above it as well. So you can treat NVIDIA as a scalp until proven otherwise. Okay? Any other questions, guys? Any questions? Okay, if no questions, we fell slightly short of the like goal. 100 like goals is the goal every day. Okay, so we will postpone the giveaway for tomorrow. Again, make sure to like the video every day you do come in. If you're looking to join our community, access all of our tools and resources, make sure to go to smartactiontrade.com. That's your one-stop for all things smart action. There you can find ways to join the community. You can access the tools and resources. And there's a free community available for those of you who join us for Free Trade Friday on Friday. There's a ton of you. Again, every single Friday I share the link, the delay-free ad-free link that's available to you in the Discord directly. You have a free news feed, 24/7 stock market news feed, so you're up to speed on what's taking place, current events as it pertains to the stock market. It's a very concentrated news feed. Right? You're not going to hear things that are unrelated to the market. All right, we know how news cycles just keep going and going and going and going. This is stock market focused. And also, you have access to our free trading every single day on YouTube. All right, so make sure to join the free tier when you're ready to level up. Take advantage. All right, price increases are coming, so take advantage of that, guys. Absolute steal. Live trading screen share every single day. Live trading and training. Live trading and training. Pre-market prep stream, the most important part of our program. You have access to our chat. We have amazing traders in our chat. Options flow, data alerts. The Getting Started Day Trading course. Okay, the SAT key level indicator comes with your 60-day access, comes with your membership, right? And close to 3,000 hours of live trading content and a private library of videos also available as well. All right, ton of things in there for you. Okay, and plus you can see the trades that I'm in, the trades that I take in real time, delay free, ad free. If you're looking to level up the yearly is available, 4 months free. Take advantage, guys. Shockwave, take advantage as well. So the Shockwave link in the chat, okay, that's for 1 year. All right, if you take the year, that's $697. If you take the one in the chat, that's $497. That $200 discount. Take advantage. And also, starter pack, allowed you to get starter pack. All right, you're good for 12 months. You have Shockwave 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0, which is coming out. 60-minute coaching call. So make sure to use a 60-minute coaching call whenever you need to. If you want to do it for a Shockwave setup, anything you want to do it for, make sure to take advantage of that. This will be gone once the month is gone. All right, so take advantage of this, guys, and take advantage of everything on the site. All right, so start with the free tier. Watch for a couple episodes, 3 to 5 episodes. Get familiar with the way we approach the market. Get familiar with the way we navigate the market. And if that resonates with your style and you're looking to learn, you're committed to the process and to your education, all right, this is the best community to be in. All right. If no questions, guys, we'll look to take it. We'll look to wrap it up here. As always, let's see. After taking the SAT course, I can understand things so much better than I was with previous knowledge. Awesome to hear. Turtle Gaming. 2098. Yeah, that 5-hour course, guys, it basically takes all the things that are going to take you so much time to learn, and it concentrates it into 5 hours. The way I designed that course is for you to be for 0 to market ready. So if you're a completely beginner, if you're just a complete beginner, all right, that course you probably have to take a couple of times because you have to walk through it. The best free tools to use. Okay, we do a deep dive on technical analysis. Now, not just support as a floor, resistance as a ceiling. All right. What does that really mean? What does supply and demand really mean? Okay. What are the principles of support and resistance? All right. So we unpack all of these things, right, that are simple to understand, but difficult to apply. Right. Anybody can explain what support and resistance is. Anybody can identify what a bull flag is. Right, but you have to understand the mechanics behind what those things are. If you don't understand the mechanics behind what those things are and just know what they are, you can't apply properly. All right, so that breaks everything down. So kudos to you for taking the time for the 5 hours of your time, right? Spending that 5 hours in exchange, gaining all that knowledge. All right, that's available, guys. So strikers, it's always good to take that course that comes with your membership. Okay, that comes with your membership at no charge. That's part of it. So you go to the course right there. Okay, I believe over thousands of you have taken it so far, so that's good. That's good to know. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. All right. Any other questions, closing comments on YouTube? Okay, we'll continue the stream. We'll continue the coverage. We'll take any questions, Q&A in the extended version of the stream. If you're looking to join the extended version of the stream, YouTube members, hang tight. The stream will go private. You can join via YouTube if you're a paid member on YouTube. And of course, strikers, hang tight as well. We'll transition over to private now. Where is the class in the Discord? Right here. So you can purchase a course for $99, or you can be in the community and get it with your membership right there. Okay, day trading course. If you can't find it, send me a DM. All right. As always, guys, if you're green, stay clean. If you're still in the trenches, be mindful, be patient. NVIDIA's starting to go now. Speaking of NVIDIA, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe, and God bless each one of you.